So when it comes to practical application of NLP, there are four foundation pillars that provide the NLP practitioners with an attitude, with a winning mindset, through which they can then constructively and positively apply all the other tools and techniques within the NLP knowledge. So the four pillars are outcome orientation, sensory acuity, behavioral flexibility, and rapport building. Talking about outcome first. So outcome orientation simply means that you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve in any given situation. So be it like a long-term goal or a simple real-time situation in life. So to give an example, let's say that I will go and exercise tomorrow. All right. Now this is just a goal statement. But if I were to convert this into an outcome statement, I must add that I will go and exercise tomorrow and I will work out for about 60 minutes and I'll burn around 800 calories, which I will monitor through my watch. Now you see, this is outcome orientation statement. Outcome orientation has more detailed and specificity along with the knowledge of what steps are to be taken in order to get to that goal and the outcome. Now, pillar number 2 is sensory acuity. What this simply means is that one must have an acute sensory observation so that they can take a real-time feedback from the environment and ensure and assess whether what they're doing is really working or it is not. So to continue with the exercising example, let's say that I've started to work out and it's been around 15 minutes. So as per 15 minutes, 800 calories goal for an hour, this should be around 200 calories. And if I monitor that it is 200, which means I need to continue simply doing what I'm doing. But in case if I observe that I'm lagging behind, which means it is less than 200, so this is where the behavioral flexibility, pillar number 3, comes in play. So what this means is that if you've taken the sensory information, the feedback, you now ensure whether something that you are doing, if it is not working, then do something else, which means I must come up with a different strategy or a different action to ensure that I'm back on track and I'm reaching my outcome on time. So behavioral flexibility, sensory acuity, they're also extremely important when it comes to communication. So when you are communicating with someone, you must be having that sensory acuteness in order to take the real-time feedback of whether what you are communicating, is it being positively applied or you are getting to your outcome. So usually when people communicate, we focus on the verbal part of communication. Now what sensory acuity pillar says is that 93% of any conversation is happening through non-verbal communication, which means you must be having those observation skills in order to take that feedback through the non-verbal communication signals from the other person or maybe the people you are associating with. So the 4th pillar now is rapport building. Rapport simply means it's about creating a condition in which the communication space is having more positivity and responsiveness. So it's literally like when two computer systems or two mobile phones were to connect. So you will first create an interface. So maybe a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi in this case. So that is something, the interface is basically connecting them. So in terms of human communication, what is that interface? And that is rapport building. So rapport is something that you are connecting with the person first or the people you're associating with, and then having your communication flowing in that space of positive and responsive environment. So you see 4 pillars that we have covered. It is providing us with an attitude that is like a success mindset through which one can operate from and see that by having that conscious awareness, you are able to tackle and get to your goals faster than otherwise. Now, this could not be just about my exercising example. This can be applied with everyday situation like you are conducting a meeting or you are participating in one, you're trying to convince or persuade someone, or you are even going to be meditating for a while or even sleeping or any kind of an outcome. So once if you are clear of what you need to do, what you need to get, now with these pillars, you will find that you are more consciously aware of what you're doing and increasing your chances of getting there.